All right, before we get started, nobody's on the line here yet. What I'm about to propose to you is both highly lucrative and highly dangerous. Now, if that doesn't seem like your particular brand of booze, help yourself to as much food as you like and have a safe trip home, no hard feelings. Otherwise, listen to this. Gentlemen, Navarone Island, otherwise known as that big fucking marine base. It is one of the most fortified and well-armed bases in the sea. Located in the middle of all that nonsense, beneath 200 feet of solid earth, is a vault, and we're gonna rob it.
Smash and grab job, huh?
Well, slightly more complicated than that.
Okay, bad news first. This place houses a security system that rivals most nuclear missile silos. First, we have to get inside the building, which anyone will tell you takes more than a smile. Next, steel doors, each of which requires secret codes which change every hour. Past that lies the big door. This is the tricky part. The door won't open without a special key.
Which we can't fake.
And vocal command from both the commander of the base and the head chef.
Which we won't get.
Now, once we open that door, it's a piece of cake. Just 2 more guards with butter knives and the most elaborate vault door conceived by humankind. Any questions?
You said something about good news?
Right. It so happens that marine law dictates that every gold confiscated from pirates be stored in one location before it gets shipped out to Marine HQ to be melted and repurposed. On a given day, that means the base carries somewhere between 50 to 60 million berries worth, but it so happens that some idiots fell from the base this morning, and rumor has it they had gold worth roughly 300 million easy. Now there are 6 of us. You do the math.
Damn.
Exactly.
I have a question. Say we get into this building, and through the steel doors, and past the guards with swords, and get into this impossible vault.
Without tripping the alarm.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot that part.
Right. Say we do all that. We're just supposed to walk out with all this gold on us without getting stopped?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Wait. You said 6 of us. Who's the last one? There's only 5.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
Hey!
God, that is man.
Thank you, team. I'm glad that we could do this Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
If that doesn't encompass the feeling of this entire episode series that we just, or like the sequence of episodes we just watched, I don't know what does.
This is literally just the gang steals the gold of fucking One Piece set of episodes.
Do we educate the masses about what we just did, or do we let them figure that out?
Yeah, no, it was Rainbow Six Siege. All right, let's move on.
Right. You said that already. All right, cool.
I already told them.
I mean, I just wanted to reiterate it for people who might have tuned out for a second.
Why would they have tuned out? That was
sometimes it just happens, like Justin falling asleep on his mic right now.
Nah, Justin's all right. How you doing over there, big guy?
Yep. Summary time? All right. Right on the edge of escape, Nami discovers that the gold is missing. Luffy is hesitant to turn around, but then she hits him with the old, "What kind of pirate king leaves his treasure behind?" Luffy's eyes widen. Nani the fuck? Sopper.
Ain't that a ship?
Sanji, Chopper, turn the shit around. After Tokyo drifting amid a dense fog, they hide in an abandoned dock and sip tea. No, seriously. They're in the middle of a marine base, which is fully aware of their presence, and they took time to set the pot for an afternoon tea. Pinkies up, snacks aplenty, a much-needed rest is had. In this rest, Nami once again has to convince the other goons that the gold needs to be recovered, claiming to have already set aside most of it for the ship repairs. Usopp looks down at his splintered hands and relives all the trauma he's experienced since leaving his village. He goes, Nami's kinda onto something. And so they begin planning the ultimate heist involving a date under the stars, being all alone, and fish in a barrel or something. Anyway.
Nice. Well done, Justin. Thank you. Appreciate all of your time.
Pats for Patrick.
Pats for Patrick. So this was essentially what the gang got the gold and they finally fucking left. Woohoo! All right, I think we did it. We
did it.
We did it.
But the first thing we wanted to talk about was the fog scene. Is that in reference to the The fact that they were actually able to get away under the guise of the fucking the smoke or whatever.
The insane amount of fog that was created from like one cannonball hitting the door.
It was a barrage, all right?
It was like going to a Daft Punk concert.
Yeah, we got like all this smoke that came out of nowhere that they're able to utilize to have like an entire fucking conversation about what they want to do next and where they want to go in order to get back inside. And then Drake, unfortunately, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. He continues to follow them, thinking that they made it outside the door. He's like, the fuck? Did they make it over the horizon? Did they fly the fuck away? I'm so confused. And then Jonathan in the back is like, I know what happened. They came back.
I love the fact how they emphasize so much about how like being on the middle lake was so easy to spot things because they have so many people watching, but they were able to sneak outside of the cloud to this undisclosed location without anybody, not a single goon spotting them. That's the part that surprised me. I was
wild.
Like it's broad daylight. They're clearly right there. How does none of these goons, see them?
Was it broad daylight during that part of the episode? It was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, you guys are killing me.
There's also like all the times they like brush right by warships and nobody on the warships just happens to like look over the edge and see them too.
I happen to notice there is a weird ship over there with the strange visage of a sheep on the front. Weird.
They probably thought it was a mirage,
Probably a ghost ship.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
But what if someone had said, straw hat starboard side, and someone makes a hard left turn and they crash into an ally ship, huh?
Or they just fire their cannons.
And hits an ally ship. Do you want to be the cause of that, Devin?
That's what the bells are for. They didn't hear a bell, but then there's a ship there.
Ding-a-ling-ding. And I really like that in the part where they decide that they're going to go back and get the gold. The only one who wants it all of a sudden is Nami, which I'm not saying is outside of her character. But I like the fact that for a split second, if the team remembers, back in Skypiea, it was Usopp and Luffy giving Nami shit for not wanting to find the gold out here. And now we got Nami who's like, we can't go anywhere without this shit. And everyone else on the table is like, I think we could live without it. Like, I don't really.
Well, I mean, to be fair, up in Skypiea, Nami had like didn't realize there was gold that plentiful in the stomach of the beast, and then B, like, how was she supposed to know that they're just gonna get gifted gold? Like, they're not. It wasn't on her mind. Her mind was set on just like fucking leaving, which is kind of what they're on now.
I find it more like out of character for Luffy to be more cowardly in this scenario, where like this whole time he's been kind of like the whole time he's been kind of like fuck them, I'll do what I want, and all of a sudden like they're being chased out and he's like, nah, fuck the gold, get out of here, we're fucking.
No, he is still doing what he wants, because the entire time he's been telling Jonathan, I'll leave whenever I want to. I'll leave right now if I want to.
But that's what I mean is like the fact whenever he wants to, and like at this moment,
right. And now he wants to.
Well, I get that, but what I mean is like at that moment, like it surprised me to see Luffy have that quick change of heart to then go back and say, nope, fuck that, we're going to leave when I want, which is I'm going to go grab the gold and then fuck off. Like it was like a weird out of character for me moment. That doesn't seem like Luffy for a second to want to dip.
He was like, I've been here long enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, he was also real hungry and like, what are the odds he gets food back in the base?
Very high.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. There, come on. There's no way he gets to walk back into the kitchen and be like, food.
I can make this joke now. I can prove to you that lightning strikes twice. I know a guy. His name's Eneru.
Haha.
Grown.
Dylan
He's on the moon now. He can't be bothered.
Nah, Luffy's in a tough spot, man. He's hungry as shit. He doesn't hate his enemy right now. He doesn't hate Jonathan at all. In fact, he even calls him like a nice Marine guy on more than one occasion. He's just kind of at a position where he's like, we got the ship, we got the crew. I mean, I like the gold. We had the gold. If we don't have it, then I guess I'll move on. Like, I don't care. I'm too hungry to deal with this. This is the real problem. We need food. I can respect that.
Can't get food without money.
Well, he doesn't think that
They've
far
done it
ahead.
plenty of times.
They'll continue to fish off the side of the Mary and then just, eat whatever fish that comes aboard. They're fine.
To counterpoint that, the amount of times that Usopp has gone fishing off that boat, he's barely caught shit.
Wow.
No, he caught that little shrimp once.
I remember him catching a boot, I think, once.
Also, I want to point out, Usopp is a regular ass human being who can't yeet a fucking sea king out of the ocean like anybody else, all right?
And when he does catch a sea king, he's like, Luffy, get over here! I need your help!
Kill this thing.
Someone else with better strengths solve my problems.
I need better stat strength, better strength stat.
Help me.
But and then Nami actually does the Omega Uno reverse on this whole situation after everyone's just kind of like, we don't really care about the gold. She goes, well, if we do get the gold, then you know what we could do with it. We could split it amongst ourselves, and I'm gonna take 80% off the side.
They were ready to beat the shit out of her. Even Sanji rolled like, excuse you?
But first I take an extra cut. 80%.
Are you nuts?
It's not for me. It's for a special lady. We're going to set aside the gold to pay for the repairs we need to make. A lady? Oh, wait, you mean the Mary? That's right. Isn't it about time we paid her back for all she's done for us?
This fucking ship right here, baby. We need to get it fixed. We got to get it fixed, boys. So we're finally referencing it. So that's a nice touch.
With the flashback homage of all the places they've been with the boat, I have fears of what's going to happen to the boat.
Oh no!
This is. I had the same thought, kind of like towards the end, especially when they run aground in the last episode. But we'll get there. At that point, especially, I was like, did they just red flag the Going Merry right now? This is what they do to anime characters they're about to kill. Is the Going Merry okay?
Jiraiya, are you okay there, bud?
Yeah.
Going Merry-san, are you okay? Do we need to talk?
And then they have that part where there's these just fucking holes popping up, and I'm like, oh my god, they really just killed the Merry. And
Bro, it's a ship. Relax. They're just gonna fix it up.
This is One Piece.
Wherever.
Nobody ever dies unless it's a flashback.
that only applies to people.
A couple pieces of wood, right? Like, how hard could it be?
Right. That's what Usopp thought.
That's what everyone who says a car project is going to be a week long.
20 minutes in and out, no problem.
And then in the midst of all this, we got our boy Luffy, who comes up with the Omega Big Brain play. He's like, wait a minute, guys, that's what we need. We need a musician.
No, he says a shipwright.
Yes, guys, I'm making the joke. Oh my fucking god. All right, he says we need a shipwright, but then at the end he's also like, but musician though.
That's what I'm saying, honestly. I've waited like 3 arcs.
Okay, am I allowed to ask the two peanut galleries over here question?
Huh?
That depends what the question is.
So like, what musician do you think Luffy wants? Like, does he just want like a jack of all trades?
Think he cares.
I don't think he cares as long as we have a bard.
I think he probably just wants someone who sings more than anything, if I had to guess, but I'm sure he doesn't care. They could play on a tin can. He'd probably start monkey dancing all over the place.
I don't get why they're making this so complicated, because they can just get a shipwright that knows how to play like an instrument.
Two birds, one stone.
Nah, bro. Nah. You're asking for too much here.
You know that? You don't know that?
Yeah. Why not? What's wrong with that? Why can't he be a multifaceted?
Usopp's already doubling up and it's not working.
Luffy needs 10 nakama, all right? You can't double up.
Why are you arguing? You know what's going to happen.
He wants more crewmates. You know, if you divvy up all the jobs, then you have more people on the boat.
There aren't 10 jobs on a ship. Get out of here.
What? You can make 10 jobs on that ship.
Well, Zoro doesn't have a job technically. What was his job?
He's a sleeper.
No, it's like Assassination Classroom. Their theory with the weak ants. You know what I mean? Where if you have one designated weak link, it makes it so that everyone else performs 10 times better. That's Zoro's job. He's the sleeper, so everyone else does their job 10 times better because he's the bare minimum. He sets the bar so low that everyone else is so much better.
I feel like you don't know what you just said.
I feel like you just insulted Zoro,
I feel like
and I'm
that's
offended.
not at all what weak links mean, but
weak link is not a thing I would ever use to describe Zoro ever.
He was going through that, and I was like, yeah, you're right. And then he said Zoro. I was like, hold up. Huh?
Zoro, the weak link.
He's really strong when it matters, but when they don't need him and they need him to do nothing, he sets the bar to nothing.
I think that's mostly just because he's not very good at anything else.
Well, that's what the right hand man of the captain does, though, right? Like they're basically captain minus the title, right?
Right, but he doesn't do anything. If anything, Nami's the real vice captain.
Well, I don't know
No, he was
that
a
one,
second
Jordy.
crew member. That makes him vice by default.
Would this be an appropriate time to interject? I do have a minor fun fact that has a weird relevance to this conversation. You know,
Go on.
something that Oda once said is he actually gave times of day that the crew is on average awake to, like, you know, prowl
What a fucking okay.
like keep the ship, like, you know, keep the ship safe in case like fuckers
Sure.
are around. And the one with the night shift is always Zoro, which is why he's always napping during the day. Fun fact.
So he tried to make some random bullshit up about why Zoro is always sleeping during the day, is what I'm hearing.
It's because think about it. How do you write a job for Zoro? He's too stoic. He's not going to take orders. First of all, outside of Luffy.
He does have authority issues.
Yeah, he's not going to be out here being like super useful because his whole usefulness is I kill that guy. Okay, I kill that guy. I'm done. That's as far as he goes.
Zoro is literally either drinking sake or booze in general, sleeping, and when he's not sleeping during the day, I feel like he's just working out because he wants to get
You know
stronger.
what? Zoro's a cat. Zoro's definitely a cat.
Yes, he
Sure.
is.
What?
I can get behind this. Zoro is the better cat than Nami.
You've ever seen a cat look for prey? Them little kittens are always sleeping, but when they want to hunt something, they hunt it down.
I mean, when you think about it, Zoro went into that sword shop when he got his cursed sword and just dropped shit on the ground like a cat would with a coffee mug on the shelf or something.
Yeah, also put an arm out on the line as well, but you know.
They also have really sharp claws. There was that time that he fought a couple of cats in Usopp's village. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of parallels
It's
here.
true.
How many claws do cats have on their feet? 4? They have more than 3, right?
Aren't you the pet guy?
Word on the street is that they have 3.
Do they have 5? Yeah, I think I heard. Yeah, I think I heard cats have 3 claws, so this makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Fan art idea: Zoro as a cat.
Neko,
Zoro's a cat.
Zoro, nya.
Yeah,
So they started talking about getting a ship right.
Wow, we went really
yeah,
off
we
there.
went on a
That was a tangent and a
huge
half.
tangent. That was a whole different podcast.
As Christian so elegantly explained, they gave a bunch of flashbacks to the Mary. Boy, man, that girl's been through some nonsense, hasn't she, though?
Yeah, some Mary appreciation for like 5 minutes, though. It was kind of nice. I'll be honest.
But moving on with your boy, so they decide that they're going to go get the gold after all, because they do want to get the money for the Mary. And Usopp, with the absolute just crinkliest of brains, you know, is laying out the game plan for everybody. It makes me feel good that I got to be George Clooney for the bit today, because if anything, Usopp is the George Clooney of this team. Am I right, guys, or am I right?
It's true.
This is the closest you'll ever be to being Usopp.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Luffy was like half Clooney.
Oh, right, when his stupid fucking bit came by and he was like,
But what do we do about the Mary? We can't just leave her here. She's sure to get spotted eventually.
Hide a tree in a forest and hide a big ship among big ships.
He threw that line away like it was nothing, and I'm like, what?
And everyone treats it like he's an actual animal, because they just like they go, oh my god, he's spitting wisdom, and they're just like, oh, that was stupid, and then they do it anyway.
Why are they saying that's stupid? He was making an analogy or a metaphor, and it was correct. At least that's what I saw. I saw this man go full big brain.
I mean, you're correct, but everyone on the ship just go. Everyone in the frame just like hangs their head and goes, what did we expect from him? And then. And then Usopp comes up with the idea like 10 minutes later, as if it was his own idea.
Yeah, I did note that. I was like, wait a minute, that's what Luffy said.
I mean, Usopp has been trying to take the captain position ever since he joined the crew, right?
That's right.
I thought that Usopp did that because Luffy said it.
No, absolutely not. They keep talking, and then they're like, oh, blah, the Mary's still going to get caught. Like, what are we going to do? And then Usopp, like, snaps his fingers and, like, looks up and goes, I got it. And then they do, like, the whisper thing. And then we cut directly to it's done. They've turned the Mary into a quote-unquote marine warship.
Shit, I must have written something down.
Now, the way they cut the wood, do you think that they just like Sanji kicked it in the air, Zoro like did that, and then Luffy punched it into position, and then they just hammered it in?
That is way too efficient for this crew. Hold up. You need to lower your expectations there.
No, Usopp probably like made an entire like panel frame, like I would say like an entire, let's just assume like a 10-foot square piece, and goes, all right guys, it needs to go on the ship. Then Sanji kicks it in the air, Zoro like fucking carves some marine into it or something, and then Luffy punches it on the Mary. There you go.
Wait a
That's what
minute.
happened.
I'm being Luffy'd.
He just did the fucking. I can't believe he just did that. You just described exactly what he said.
Wait, oh.
What?
Yeah, no,
How
I did that on purpose. Yeah.
You can't.
No, What?
You just.
You literally said everything he said.
You Usopped him. You stole his idea and claimed it as your own. He just said it with more confidence, like that kid in my math class.
Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare for Dylan.
Dylan is gonna hate this episode.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Usopp really does big brain these this mystery gang's team split up here though, because he puts all the he puts the power team in the vault. Minus Sanji, who gets to just chill out with Nami, like literally the best case scenario for this man.
You're right, and it made me know, like I had a mental note. I was like, this team up will never happen again.
No, mostly because Nami will probably be like, never again.
Like there's scenes where she goes, "Okay, we got to be quiet." He goes,
I'm all alone with Nami on a romantic night. This is so darn great, isn't it, Nami?
Sanji.
So darn wonderful!
Sanji!
So darn fantastic and so darn incredible!
And you're so darn loud! Quiet!
"I can't believe this is happening. This is actually." If he goes,
every time it's the night sky with the beautiful stars, the beautiful woman in the boat.
Sanji, shut the fuck up.
Sanji is just having the time of his life in these episodes, and he couldn't. And then it culminates really and reaches ahead where they get the waiver finally, and she's like, "All right, grab on," and he's like, "To you."
Oh boy. Yeah, I had
for
that quote down for one of my quotes this week. He says some nonsense like, "Oh, I get to go out with you? You smiled upon me, fate, hallelujah," or some nonsense.
Then you have a opaque Usopp face up in the sky, just giving him a wink and a thumbs up, like he's God.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
But then my boy Chopper just gets done dirty and gets left alone on the ship again.
but look, they have a point. Why would you bring the medic to danger? Who's gonna repair? Who medics the medic?
But he's so alone. He just wants a hug.
He's also technically not a doctor. I ain't seen no medical exam.
Yo, what?
I've been watching a ton of Grey's Anatomy. I know he has not passed his boards. You could still do that stuff without
I
passing
understand
your
he
boards.
license. He doesn't have a plaque on his wall.
He has no walls.
He doesn't have a wall. He's just stuck with a bunch of idiots in a little hammock.
He's on a boat.
He doesn't get his own bedroom. He just gets to be in the freezer all the time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, actually, that might be like normal for him because he lived in the snowy
he's
area.
a reindeer. He likes the snow. It's just
he's fine with
But
it.
what he doesn't know is Sanji's preparing him for dinner just in case.
Yeah, no, what he doesn't know is that Sanji takes that backup food thing real serious.
Yeah, this is your room. We made it specifically for you. Definitely not a fridge or anything.
Here's your soap for the shower. And I got you this special necklace as well.
It's just garlic cloves.
It's just garlic.
You ever heard of Wagyu reindeer?
Oh no. Oh no, not like this. I also love that during that stupid barrel bit, it was Usopp, like Zoro and Luffy, they were like going all in
and
on
Robin.
Usopp mostly. Well, I'm getting there.
I was waiting for this.
So they were all like actually walking around with the barrels on, and then the camera pans over to Robin, who's just standing in a barrel, but standing, not crouched, not using it for cover like the rest of these idiots are walking around with it.
She's just trying to be part of the gang, doing the like, oh, this is what we're doing now. Okay. We don't need to, but like, okay.
I love that she wants to be a part of it. She wants to facilitate it, but she refuses to be an active participant.
She does it. She does that though, like throughout all of these episodes. Like, I mean, and she's been doing it where like she's more than anybody. Robin is really just here for the ride. Like she's just chilling. Like she hasn't even associated anybody by name yet, except for Luffy, and she's just here for a good time.
She really does go very professional on them. She goes navigator and like swordsman. What's his face?
Yeah.
Usopp. What does Usopp get?
Long
long
nose.
nose.
Long
Yeah, just
nose.
long
He's
nose.
long nose.
Yeah.
She never really calls it by name, and she's also never stressed. Like there's never an ounce of sweat.
No, not a single moment does Robin spend worrying about what happens next. She just occasionally offers like class solutions, and that's it.
There's only one time where she's stressed, and it's literally when she broke that fat guy's neck in Skypiea because and she's only stressed because stuff is being broken.
No, yeah, but these days, like in the middle of a Marine base when they should be worried about the fact that they can all be captured pretty easily, she is the biggest chillin', bro.
I feel like she could have easily escaped at any second.
I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
I believe that Nico Robin couldn't have pulled off this whole heist without anyone even knowing.
Absolutely.
She's like, I already sped run this game already like 6 times. I'm like the master platinum rank player of this.
Damn,
but I'm
she's
just
like-
playing with all these like goons who are doing it for the first time just to see how they
Yeah, she's like
react.
at a master level watching all the little goons struggle with like the first raid.
She's you guys right now. She's watched this happen before, but she wants to watch us do the stupid shit first and before she intervenes. God, Robin is just Robin's just great.
We love Robin.
I love it. She has that infectious laughter. I love it.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
It is nice.
All right, simp, calm down there.
Okay, Justin. I'm just kidding. You're not a simp. I'm just kidding.
I'll be a simp. I don't care. I'll simp. We already know this. We don't have to keep going over this.
So then the gang goes towards the big vault. We see the big vault, and I'll be honest. This is my biggest problem with this episode. The logistics of this door is just completely asinine to me. That is completely
absolutely.
unreasonable.
The door doesn't make any sense. How did they get
makes
it up
literally
there?
zero sense.
If it falls over every time, do they have to like put it back together like Legos?
Right, so hold on. to describe this fucking vault door, basically they get there, and, Usopp being the master codesmith that he is, master safecracker, don't you fucking forget it, he's like, yes, I can open this safe, and the safe is like, I don't know, 3 fucking stories tall and like 3 stories long.
Just a big door. Just imagine a big door.
A giant steel fucking frame with a bunch of cogs on it that are like the size of minivans, and it requires 5 tumblers for him to safe crack or whatever.
And then there's 5 high school lockers under at face level.
It's protected by 5 little high school fucking locker dials that he can use a little stethoscope to hear.
What's
the clicks
that?
in.
What's that fucking YouTube channel
This
that you
is
love
the
so much?
Lockpicking Lawyer.
Lock-picking lawyer,
Yeah.
baby.
And today we have 5 master locks.
I'm gonna crack all of these in less than 20 seconds.
I got a false set on 2.
Now let me pull out this tool made by me and Bosnian Bill.
Number 4 is binding.
Oh god.
Anyway, so the vault.
Right.
the vault,
Tell us what happens after you pick a lock.
Right.
You
So
get nothing.
your boy Usopp using his stethoscope and, tricks from Bosnian Bill, fucking finally pick one of the dials, and the fucking giant, one of the 5 giant cogs on the face of this door falls off and damn near kills them or whatever.
You'd be dead if that hit you.
They fall off! Oh man, one slip up and my head will get squashed like a grape!
And then, the other main attack that happened in that fucking sequence was like fucking Robin out of nowhere, like doing a Tarzan with one of the cogs or whatever in her arms, like swinging from the ceiling like a giant fucking chandelier. I don't know.
Actually, I was. They do a thing where directly after that, I don't know, maybe you were gonna mention it, but like, she lands like in the middle of a bunch of the goons, and she goes, "Oh, looks like I'm surrounded." And then like one of them goes to hit her, and she actually like starts she like jumps off of him, does a backflip, and I'm like, oh, are we gonna get some like actual like Robin hand-to-hand combat fights for once? And then they psych you, and she just goes "Train de flu," and they're all dead.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. What do you think was gonna happen?
No, now that you brought that up, fun fact, in that scene, Robin broke the Guinness World Record for choking out the most amount of people at the same time.
What?
Also broke the world record for largest BDSM event.
What kind of fact is that?
A Snapple fact.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Snapple fact. I want that on my Snapple, dude. Robin set the world record. Okay, I'm good. That was fucking stupid.
This whole scene reminded me of a snippet from a comic book for Star Wars, where it shows like all these clone troopers like surrounding Darth Vader. They're like, "We have you surrounded," and he looks at them. He just goes, "All I see are surrounding me are dead men." It's just like just watching Nico Robin just like crack their necks again. I was just like, same vibe.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like 30-1. I like those odds.
And then of course the real hero of this episode, Condoriano. Condori fucking
Well, before
Ano.
we get to that, we also have to mention the safe was fucking empty.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There was a picture of a fish in there.
An elephant fish, I think it was, right?
Yeah, it was. Remember the elephant fish from Logtown?
I remember.
I did not.
Okay, now that we're here, I need to cover a few things, mostly from like the fighting scenes. Okay, Zoro jumping off of Luffy's balloon form and going straight for these group of Marines. Why the hell did his like delayed impact look like he just rolled a strike? A strike.
Wait.
So he jumps into the rafters after jumping off of Luffy and does the classic anime slashes, then ends up behind them, and then they react to like the blood splattering out of them. But instead of them actually like doing anything like blood related, they just like if you hit a strike with a bowling ball.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like there wasn't even a grunting noise. It was like wee bowling noises.
Well, Zoro's it was the shockwave, because remember that new move he learned where he can throw his attack?
Yeah.
On top of that, when Condoriano pulls out this unreasonably large bazooka that's apparently built backwards.
No, it doesn't build backwards. He's just an idiot.
Well, we saw him assemble it, so he probably built it backwards.
Oh.
Well, I mean, maybe, but he
did
just
the
flips it around later.
build moment, when you open up the suitcase, you put the barrel and the stock. The difference is the stock was backwards because he's dumb.
The difference is this guy's an idiot.
So after he builds that contraption, Robin, ties his dude up, makes him shoot all the Marines, but then forces him to like rocket jump himself. And when I saw that like scene or whatever, I couldn't help but say to myself in my head, Inspector Shepard is blasting off again.
So the scene with her pulling the hands on the gun and pulling the trigger, that opens up doors to a lot of dark shit that Oda never wanted to touch. Because she sort of did that over there in Alabasta, where Tashigi, she pulled the sword on her.
Yeah, I was just going to say, or like, pointing a sword at somebody.
Yeah, but it's a lot darker if you imagine all those Marines and their guns, and she at a thought could just go, point it back at you.
She could be an extremely obnoxious villain if she really wanted to be. She could be an absolute mass murderer if she so chose.
I was going to say, she did choose when she was younger. She very much chose to be a mass murderer
at one point in her life.
And when she was part of Baroque work, she was definitely offing people left, right, and
these are the facts. She did destroy all those Marine base ships or whatever.
And we very well know that she still has that bloodlust in her. She's just tempering it right now because she's trying to have a good time.
She's been satiated by these idiots.
And that one guy who she absolutely killed back in Skypiea. Let's not forget.
You're not entirely wrong, because that might have been the only guy we didn't see anywhere after in the post
yeah,
scenes.
we literally didn't. We didn't see that guy ever again. He is dead.
She only didn't kill him, or only killed him because none of the rest of the Straw Hats were actually watching it. They weren't present during the murder.
She was all alone with him.
So Condoriano, the homie, the man, for somebody who is not here to help the Straws and pretending not to be a Straw Hat, he sure is helping them a lot.
Oh yeah.
Gets the doors open for the guys, and then they all break free. And then as Usopp's running out the door, I didn't miss this. I love this.
Oh,
yeah, so good. I wrote this down too.
As they're running out the door, Usopp fucking knees the boy or Condoriano in the face and goes, "Thanks, Condoriano." Oh, sorry, or whatever the fuck you said.
I like how they still call him that, even though it's not his real name.
I'm gonna keep calling him Condoriano forever.
It's the best.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. To rewind a little bit back, so when Condoriano opens the doors when he first walks into their little trap, I heard like robot noises, and I was like, "Mecha fight! Mecha fight! Mecha fight!"
Oh my
and then
God.
I was let down.
Yeah, for like a split second, I was like, "Is there a mecha here?" And then it doesn't, and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
You'll get your Gundams eventually, Devin, but not now. All right.
So they figure out that Jonathan has the gold, so the rest of them fuck off back to the Mary, while Nami and Luffy take the waiver, which can basically climb any terrain.
Oh my god, I hate this thing. I hate this thing now. This thing is the dumbest thing on the face of the earth now.
You're wild, kid.
It's so stupid. It's just a bullshit reason to let them get to wherever the fuck they want to go now.
You can fight me on this right now.
It goes on water. It goes on land. It goes 90 degrees straight upwards. Who cares anymore? Let it fly.
I mean, we know that it goes on water because they did it in the sky. We know it goes
that's
up.
Fine. That's fine.
Remember Giant Jack?
No, I very vividly remember Giant Jack. I'm the one who brought it up. I am the one who brought this bullshit up in the first place. But now it's just crazy. Like they're just doing it to flaunt it in your face now.
You can't be mad every time.
I'm done being mad now. This is it. Like I am fully establishing that this is nonsense and it does not make any sense and I hate it and it's stupid.
So what you're saying is we might want to think of a One Piece item to throw in there, would you say?
I think we actually proposed the waiver to be a One Piece at some point and waved it away, didn't we?
Well, we're here now. What do we think, Christian?
Fuck. You know what? Why the hell not, right? Like this thing is utter nonsense.
Hey, we did it, baby.
I don't feel like you could just call it the waiver. We need a name for this thing.
But it is called the waiver. It's even in the episode title.
You want to call it Nami's waiver?
Sure. That's more specific and interesting. Because it's really only hers. Like, no one else can use this thing.
Right.
All right. Real talk. I'm going to go back into find the episode where I allegedly speak about One Piece. I know I did. I just remember what I offered. And I find out this is fucking waiver.
Justin.
I'm going to be so mad.
You know, Justin, I too was Luffy'd once.
I don't know what you're on about. I was like reciprocating, not trying to steal. I was repeating on purpose. I do that all the time with you assholes.
I don't know why you're getting so defensive. No one even said anything about you.
So they find the gold. They made it there. They went to Jonathan's office.
I loved the scene where Akira slides in his office and he's just like completely just blown away. Well, that just happened.
He's like, I knew you guys were gonna get in here, but what?
Fucking idiots, dude. And then of course, as like Luffy is like, yeah, I'll take you guys on, then gets captured immediately. Then Nami's like, I wonder what the fuck I should do, and then does the only thing she's ever done previously.
I did it!
What the? Cloud?
Today's forecast calls for clear skies and a 0% chance of rain. But cumulonimbus clouds may suddenly develop in some areas. Watch out for lightning strikes!
I've had quite enough of your parlor tricks, miss.
Thunderbolt
That scene reminded me so much of Konosuba when she uses the fans to make the water spray out.
They watched Konosuba. They were like, oh, it's the party tricks.
Yeah, the party trick thing.
Bada bing, bada boom. Every single one of them's immediately zapped, and then they just walk away.
So I was so surprised that John ended up not having like a devil fruit or anything like that. I thought they were going to do something with like the fishing rod. I thought they were like so heavily they were going to like alluding to it, but then they never did anything with it.
The fish fruit.
Nah, he was just a high IQ mastermind.
I think you're reading too much into it. What if I told you that not only does he might still have a devil fruit, we just don't know what it is, but what if he didn't have any special power altogether? He's really just Gon from Hunter x Hunter.
But Gon does have powers.
You can't say Gon and not have power.
Yeah, Gon has powers. What are you on about?
Man, I thought you guys would find that joke funnier. You know what? Fuck you guys.
So Jonathan kept being super chill. He was like, I still got a master plan on my sleeve. Every time they kept getting away, and then he was like, nah, I still got a master. His master plan is I'm going to let the ocean just take him. Like, what kind of shit?
His master plan is I waited till 9 o'clock.
Am I the only one that like doesn't hate that plan? Like, I find that to be kind of fascinating and a good utilization of like the one thing that he knows better than anyone else could. The fact that he's in a very particular area of the sea and they have complete control over the water level. The water does change in the sea. These are real problems. Like, I found that
These
to be
are
the
real
most
problems, but like for it to run dry in like that one like 20 by 20 foot section of the ocean is like, wait a minute. It's like Moses parting the sea, bro. Like there's water all around that one area. It's not like everything from there to the sea gate was suddenly dry now. It's just this tiny little area that they just like magicked into existence.
Nami explained it that part is shallow, so they were like, or that's like a really high area of ground. Imagine a mountain underwater, and that was the tip of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hold on, I just realized Jordy said a mountain underwater, and this is only the tip.
Yes.
This is gonna come back to us.
Okay.
Why you do this, Justin?
Okay.
Why you gotta do that?
I'll be honest, I don't know what he's talking about either.
I think I know what he's on about, but in fact, it's so niche. I'm pretty sure it's from a movie. It's not even in the series.
I don't think you can shame him for this one. He's just talking at his ass right now.
That's what it sounds like.
I just want to say, rest in peace to everyone's favorite Pinocchio man, because everyone on this crew is just a complete fucking bully. All right.
Seeing the scenes where they all glint their eyes when he has the realization of the impact dial.
You got to explain what's going on here. Usopp's been using this impact dial, storing up all this kinetic potential energy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's been storing it up, and then eventually he's like, we're going to use it and we're going to blast off again. And they're all like, but who's going to use it?
No. Usopp goes, who's going to do this? And then everyone gets this. Everyone, at first, like, for half a second, they have, like, all the starry eyes and they're glinting. And I'm like, oh, does, like, for some reason, everybody want to do this? That doesn't make sense for, like, half of these characters, but okay. And then they start speaking, and the first thing Luffy says, he goes, like,
Who does the impact dial belong to?
It's Usopp's.
Right, long nose.
Then it's only fair we let the owner do it.
You're the best, Usopp. Good luck, Usopp.
Hey, don't worry, old buddy. We'll give you a hand.
It's decided then.
and I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute. All right, they're just bullying Usopp into doing this now. Okay, got it.
So the joke is that it's common knowledge that this shouldn't hurt the shit out of whoever uses it.
Right. I figured the only person here who like might want to use it is Luffy, because they've already established that he loves fucking with these dials. Like he literally did it 2 seconds ago with the flame dial.
He'd also be more likely to survive it.
He'd be the most likely to take 0 damage.
Right,
like
because he's rubber.
The other part of this plan, the octopus.
Oh boy.
Too bad we lost it.
I'll say.
Where'd it go?
The octopus.
Yeah.
I have it.
Luffy has it.
He does? That's what he said.
Who has it?
Luffy.
He has it.
Yep, sure do.
What? Where?
Luffy has the octopus.
Luffy has the octopus? What the fuck?
And he goes, yeah, I've got it right here.
And then he just rips it right out of his pants. It's been casually sitting in his undies for the better part of
bag of
whatever.
holding in his pants.
They use the two, the breath dial and the flame dial to turn the octopus back into a hot air balloon.
I'm surprised they didn't use the Klimatot for that also. That's also another side thing I was surprised about now in hindsight.
Well, we're already on this dial hype train, which honestly I'm here for, because it's pretty fun seeing them use something so quickly after they've just acquired it like this from Skypiea. So it was kind of fun watching them do it. But you are right. The Klimatot could have very much solved this problem just as easily.
If anything, could have amplified everything by tenfold.
Fucking bullies, I tell you. Absolute bullies. So I think that's it. We got there. They're flying away. We win. Jonathan, he was like, the only thing that could beat me is if they could truly fly.
And then like clockwork, they do it.
I love the fact how during that scene when they're first flying out before the second impact dial goes off, like he's like, all right, fire a warning shot, and then Condoriano goofs it one final time.
Condoriano is honestly the hero we all needed in these episodes. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I'm going to be honest with you too. He's my golden hand pick here. We can debate this later, but he's my golden hand pick.
Why debate it at all? Let's just settle it right now.
I'm also surprised at how quickly this arc went, seeing how most of the arcs typically take a long time, but I also appreciate it wasn't drawn out unnecessarily.
No, it's like Logtown or Little Garden. We got in, we had a little adventure, and now we're off. We've got new shit to do now.
I don't know. Little Garden felt long.
Little Garden was a while.
I mean, Little Garden, it's probably more apt to call it Logtown. Logtown was probably about this length, but regardless,
contained little thing, whatever. Didn't overstay its welcome. Everyone got to do some stuff. It was fun. It was a Ocean's 11 in the One Piece world.
Pretty much.
So now we move on to what?
Next week, 207, 210. Brendan has a speech.
So next week, we have the new animation style, baby.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes. I actually didn't realize it started next week. I thought it started a little bit after. I figured it started sometime around season 4, which I do know starts in 207. But, boys and girls, I'm glad that we can get here because this is it. We've made it to my favorite animation style in the series. All right, so quotes. Where are we at?
A lot of the ones we've already mentioned, like the tree in the forest, the ship in the ship. I did write down. I said this would be the last time, but it's not. We brought it back because we're mad lads. Usopp uses the Usopp again. But like this time, because they're being stealthy, he's like really quiet and soft. So I was like,
and then proceeds to scream the entire ride.
Well, that's because Luffy caught him off guard. All right, that's not his fault. Luffy's a mad lad.
Those are screams of terror. All right, those are different.
So bringing back the but with a new spin on it. That was great. Yeah.
I guess it's certainly like one of the first episodes we watched. I don't remember the scene too well, but I just remember Nami saying, "I was almost smashed to bits before I got to see the gold again."
Classic. She's got her priorities straight.
I was almost a Nami sandwich.
All right, so now moving on to the real elephant in the room. Who's getting the golden ham? I know where my vote's going, baby.
Right. I feel like we solved that. There seemed to be, unless I left the floor open in case somebody wanted to put out something else here, but...
So I wanted to throw out Usopp for the reasoning. For, first off, Master Planner, Safecracker, Sniper, and sacrificed himself to save everyone.
All right. On like 99.9% of casts, I would be absolutely elated right now. But I've got two problems. All right. Number one, Condoriano, unfortunately, he's been captured by the Marines. We'll never give him another chance to have a ham from the Straw Hats ever again. So this is going to be his only shot.
All I'm saying is, not only does Condoriano have like impeccable comedic timing, but also just like when the Straw Hats need him most, he has the perfect.
He doesn't vanish.
Get out of jail free card. He is there for them 100% of the time that they need him the most.
Devin almost sold me on Usopp.
Also, we gave it to Usopp like 2 episodes ago, so
never again
for like his planning a while ago.
Usopp, you and me, our friendship has ended.
Man.
Wow, man. So you're just gonna end your relationship with Usopp like that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
It's like that one time my mom stopped talking to me after I didn't win the 2nd grade spelling bee.
What?
Justin, you gotta stop. You gotta stop dropping these.
What?
This deep-seated childhood memory.
There's services for this,
Justin, there are people to talk to about these things.
You don't even have to go to the therapist's office anymore. You can just call him on the phone.
Oh my god, I'm crying, dude. Stop. All right, so Condoriano wins. I want to go to bed. Can we be done now?
Call me on my cell phone.
Follow me on Twitter at Panda Sightings.
We also have Instagram and a brand new TikTok.
That's not true.
No, we don't. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, by the way. Popping off. Appreciate
we love our socials right now. Everyone's being so reactive. It brings a smile to our face.
We got like 8 whole votes on the poll this time. That's like 400% more than last time, which is pog.
I'm very disappointed that there were not enough monkey bros out there. You people disgust me.
Nah, they know.
I'm writing down names, I'm writing down names.
It's weird. They even know where those characters sit on the Smash Brothers tier list as well.
Wow. Okay. 1v1 Final Destination, no items right fucking now. You slanderous motherfucker.
I don't get this reference. What's going on?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, Dylan, cut it.
I see where Donkey Kong comes in, but where's Godzilla on Smash?
King K. Rool, fool.
King K. Rool, yeah.
That was the poll. It was Donkey Kong versus King K. Rool.
Oh, that wasn't a made-up name?
No, that's an actual...
Oh, I thought that was a made-up name.
All right, that's it.
Isn't that that Donkey Kong's actual like rival in the game?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I want to play Smash. Leave me alone.
Oh my god. All right, get out of here.
Amazing.
Yo, best podcast ever.